Mike decided to change it to Mike Oldham and the Music City Plowboys.
Only for this.
Only for here, though, I guess.
Only for here on this section.
On this section. Otherwise, it's the Tone Rangers. All right. And so I just got this information from Mr. Penn Pennington here, one of the greatest guitar players ever. And then, of course, they somebody opened up the cage and allowed this man to get out of Louisiana. One of the few Cajuns in captivity, and we always catch it here. Mr. Wade Landry right here. He played for years with Mr. Jimmy C. Newman, and which I love Cajun music, I love Cajun food, and I always loved Jimmy C. Newman. So, and so when y'all hear a train whistle, you know Mike Oldham, the train is pulled into the depot and Mike Oldham is here. But right now I want to welcome back to the stage my good friend, my mullet man, Mr. James Carruthers. I gotta, you know, James, I gotta move this mic stand because if I sit behind it, nobody will be able to see me. Kind of like, you know, right now, you and me standing behind this mic stand, they may not be able to see us.
We can get rid of both of them.
Hey, there we go. I mean, we're so skinny, you know.
Now it's more like we're doing a duet like Kenny and Dolly.
Well, we got a problem with that though.
Islands in the stream.
The only problem with that is Dolly had 2 big hits. That still does. But
Yeah, every time I think of her, a couple things come to mind.
yeah, a couple big things. I'm gonna get in trouble. Lord have mercy.
She's glaring at you, Howard.
But for those who don't know how it works here in Nashville, the artist and myself here in Nashville, we all work on tips. And that's how we make our living. And like Ronnie Stoneman told me one time she wanted to know where her child support was for the 23 kids.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, well, I'd have it, but unfortunately with that many kids, you know, you gotta spend your money on drugs and alcohol. Not for the kids. When you got a bunch of kids, you need the drugs and alcohol.
Wow.
But in the words of Mike Oldham, you don't have to tip us. But it's bad luck if you do. Because your babies will be born naked and bald-headed and no teeth and, you know. But James, it has been awesome having you here on the show today.
Well, man, I'm glad I came over here to do it because normally I only get to see you 3 times a week.
Right, and that's only in the parking lot.
It's only in the parking lot because of the lifetime ban
From those other places.
but well, hey, we can talk about that a little bit, right? Basically, it was.
Yeah, we can. It was, they banned me for my opinion of a certain band that plays here in the Valley, and my freedom of speech.
Well, that's something that's in. It's a weird time, isn't it? It's a weird time in America.
Yeah, because, you know, the Valley, Music Valley was founded by John A. Hobbs, who founded this valley on real traditional country music. And, of course, we all say stupid shit when we're drunk. And I mentioned on my Facebook page that, in my opinion, this band's music is not right for the Valley. And, of course, they said something to the people over there, and that got me banned. And even though I deleted my post, I apologized. They still banned me for my personal opinion, which is, and my freedom of speech, which is 2 things that I will fought for and I will defend you for. Like Johnny Cash said in his, before when he did his song, The Old Ragged Flag, we have freedoms in this country and rights, and you have the right to burn our flag. And I will defend your right to do that. But we also have the right to bear arms. And if you come and try to burn my flag, I will shoot you with the love of any good American.
Amen, brother.
You know, that old flag right there, she's been through a lot. She's been burned, blown up, shot, bled on. But you know what? she still flies high. And I'm one American that's proud to fly that flag on my front porch. And if you don't like that, there's the damn front door, and you know where the planes are to get the hell out of my country.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? And I get in a lot of trouble for saying things like that. But you know what? I'm not afraid to say it. And,
Reminds me of that Merle Haggard song, you know, that one, Walking on the Flat Side.
that's right, that's right. And I am 4 months on parole from Facebook. I have not been in Facebook jail for 4 months. I've been really good, keeping my mouth shut. But 2024 is right around the corner. And so I may end up in Facebook prison again.
Still doing time
In a honky tonk prison.
in a Facebook prison.
And I do have patches as well that says Facebook hardcore inmate. And Facebook community standards, police, all that. But you know, I do this stuff, and a lot of it is for fun. Like my T-shirt that I got to get more made. That it went on a joke as Facebook, and they suspended me, I believe, for 30 days for this. It says, "Please wear your mask." Nothing to do with coronavirus. Some of y'all just ugly.
I got that shirt. That's a great shirt.
Facebook suspended me for like 30 days for that joke. So we made it into a T-shirt, put my signature on it. Now I put that T-shirt on Facebook and they're okay with it. I don't understand it. But you know what? I still have to thank Facebook, but because they threw me in jail for that, those T-shirts sell like crazy. So Facebook, by throwing me in jail, made me money.
So, for all the kids at home, the moral of the story is break the law. Break the law anytime you can, because then people will give you money. Back to you, Howie.
No, do not listen to that man. But, you know, that just shows that the way this country is going, social media and everything, you have to be real careful about what you say, because otherwise you might offend somebody. And speaking of my shirt, I was out front here one day, and I burned one of my mask shirts, and this lady walked up and she read my shirt, and she says, "Well, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Well, yes, ma'am." She goes, "Well, why aren't you wearing a mask?" And that, everybody knows Hollywood. You don't do stuff to say something like that to me, because that just opened the door for me to come on in. So I looked at her right in the eye with a straight face, and I said, "Well, ma'am, I know I'm ugly. What's your excuse?" Oh, yeah, she stormed back in the barn. She was here with her husband and a couple friends, and about 5 minutes later, here come her husband. I'm going, uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going, uh-oh, there's going to be a trouble. He walked up and he goes, "How much are your shirts?" I went, $20 a piece. He goes, "I want 4.
Stick to your guns.
He bought 4 of them. I don't know what happened after they left, but she was a little upset with my comment. But, you know, you ask me something like that, I got to tell you the truth. Everybody knows me, that's how I am. I speak my mind. I'm not afraid to tell you what I think. And people tell me that's why I didn't become mayor of Nashville. Because nobody wants an honest politician. And that's what I am.
You're right.
I'm just too honest.
Well, you still got my vote for mayor.
Well, I've got people that are big people, money people that the last few months have been trying to talk me into running again.
Even if you don't win, it's almost worth making a movie about, because the campaign will be so much fun. And that's what we live for. We live for the campaign, right? We live
And
for
the fun.
We live for the battle.
That's right. And I've been in a lot of battles, and but you know what? I may do it just because. You know, because I get the word out. I let people know what I would like to see done, and some of the things that I did talk about during my campaign, our mayor now, as little Bubba calls him, Pooper, Scooper, Cooper, some of the things that I mentioned in my campaign, he actually went with. He took them as his idea. But that's okay because it got the word out and it got a few things done. And that's all that matters. You know. And so James, once again, we got to get out of here because we got Mike Oldham and the Music City Playboys coming up. And then at 6 o'clock we will have the Music City Playboys, not the Plowboys, but the Playboys. And then after that is Mr. Tom Buller.
Well, it sounds like a full night here at Music City, so get on down here if you're out there. Whole night of music, country music, traditional country music.
Real country.
Real country music, one of the only places in Nashville, Tennessee you're going to get it. You go.
Yep. And like I like to call Music City, it's the last remaining real honky-tonk.
Forget about that great fiddle player.
Yeah, oh yeah, that great fiddle player, Mr. Wade Landry over here. And his the great guitar player, Mr. Pennington, sitting there.
Every time I hear that, it makes me want to have a Jack Daniels. That's right.
I love that line. And, I don't know where my bartender is, but I don't know if she heard that, but after hearing that, that makes me want to have a shot of Jack Daniels.
Anytime after 2 o'clock.
Or before, because it's always 2 o'clock somewhere.
Pour me something tall and strong.
Make
Make
it
it
a
a Jack Daniels.
And a country song.
And you won't go wrong.
And
Hey.
you won't go wrong.
We see, we sitting here at Music City Bar and Grill writing another country song.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
The fiddle player's there, and he don't care.
Because we all got more hair than him.
It's 2 o'clock somewhere.
Hey, there you go, folks. You heard it first right here live at Music City Bar and Grill. And I can actually say now that not only just I may have helped write a song with Mr. James Carruthers, but I just sang with you.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. We
Oh,
threw it
Lord.
away.
I gotta apologize to these folks for me singing. Because normally if I go out singing, it's with karaoke. And you know what karaoke means in Japanese, don't you?
Something wrong?
No, too drunk to sing.
Ah.
And of course, the more they drink, the better I sound. But anyway, we got to get out of here, folks. We're going to get Mike Oldham and the Music City Plowboys up here. And once again, I got to thank James Carruthers. And the next time you see James on my show, we'll be over here at the Troubadour Theater every Monday from 1 to 2 p.m. with the Music Valley News. And we're going to have James and all his guys with us. And you come on out for that show because y'all might see Hollywood do, he might just be hopping a lot on the stage of the Troubadour. And with that being said, I want to end my show with a great quote that I've learned to live with, and I pray every day that everybody in this country, no matter what party you're with, what your politics are, Ernest Tubb said this at the end of every one of his shows, whether it was on stage, on the radio, or on TV. And we all need to learn to live by it. Be better to your neighbors, and you'll have better neighbors.
Yep.
Y'all have a good day. God bless, and we'll see you next week right here at Music City Bar and Grill.